Okay. We're live. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Tonight I wanna be writing. I got some ideas. I wanna start cooking. Hello Kenji, hello Dusk, hello Zombies, hello Cielo. How are y'all doing tonight? This is a rare, 2 days in a row stream. I haven't not streamed 2 days in a row in a very, very long time. But yeah, as I said yesterday, I did some content creation coaching, and they suggested that I do some co-working streams. I can just do stuff, and then stuff that I might feel too lazy to do, but then when I do it on the stream, it makes me actually do it, you know. But also just to spend more time with y'all, not have to feel I have to put on performance or play a game. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll be yapping too much during this stream. I might just talk about random stories if it comes up. Feel free to throw in your questions or whatever things that you want to chat about, but I'll probably just be mostly writing this stuff. Feeling good? Nice. Don't know how it works, but fine. Glad to know. Yeah. I mean, co-working stream is really just, I'm just gonna be doing my stuff and you all do your own things, but just in the same company, right? I'm just trying it out. Oh, there's a double chat going on. Let me turn that off. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Fixed. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything I feel like talking about right now. It's literally, we just streamed yesterday and nothing really happened since then. I worked. Work was okay. My manager got back from their vacation, and then I did a little design for a little side project for one of my friends. He's going to Anime Expo, so I designed a little menu for them. So that's cute. Other than that, it is what it is. Yeah, because they have a booth, so I made a menu for them. Last year I was helping out at the booth too, and I think just going through lots of different prints, it was kind of hard to find. So I made a little menu, and then you can put what you want, and then it gets sent up, and then we can prepare things easier. So we'll try it out, see how it works. All right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go into one of these little topics. So script ideas. I'm gonna be making some sort of short thing, right? Some shorts. And then there's a number of things I could talk about. These are just the top 4 things I just thought of 5 minutes before the stream started. So things I've learned from meditating. It can be a little series where I just talk about some things I learned from meditating. Why you should meditate, all the benefits, straightforward. Maybe even misconceptions people have about meditation. What is Vipassana? It's the meditation practice that I do. Maybe the story about how I got into Vipassana. My ego death experience. I've talked about this several times on the stream too. But I think it's a little too wild, maybe. I probably won't do that one, or maybe later. But yeah, choosing one of these things. Which one should I do? Which one shall I do? Do y'all have any thoughts? You all want to vote for one of these? Maybe I'll number it so it's easier. 2, 3, 4. I have no idea how to do a poll. Because I'm using this like restream stuff, so it's like different. I do not know. Well, yeah, just say whatever number you feel like. One script idea, would it be like lore, or like for meditation? I mean, there would be some lore to it, at least like my personal lore. Like, might talk about like a situation that I've gotten into or something, and then how like meditation has like helped me along those lines. I think it would just be like a lot of like random wisdom, probably. I might have to like dig through some of like my old like journal entries to like really find stuff. I mean, I can think of things on top of my head, but I mean, things like slowing down and like kindness, self-care, like how to start like starting a meditation practice. I probably just go through like random quotes I have saved as well. There's just like ways to see the world. Okay, maybe it is one. One it shall be then. How's the sound, by the way, with like the ambiance and like my voice? Like, should the ambiance be louder? Whoa! Raiders! Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Unoya. I am a monk VTuber. Welcome, welcome in. Normally, I do like SoundPath streams, but today I'm doing like a co-working / writing stream. How are y'all doing? Also, I'm sure Lalondine, thank you for sending your lovely community over here. Feel free to like bounce off or like take a rest. I know you probably streamed for a while, but everyone that's just came in, if you'd like to just sort of like vibe check with me, I invite you all to just take 3 deep breaths with me. So you may sit wherever you are comfortably. Close your eyes if you find that helpful. Let's take 3 deep breaths. A deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. One more time in and out. Slowly open your eyes and you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think it's nice to do like a little, I don't know, level setting, right? Because you come from a different place and you need to sort of like reorient yourself in a new place. So here we have a little different vibe, but at least you should feel a little more calm and relaxed just based off of that. And that lets you enter in my space a little more easier too. Lets you close off with Lalon's like space as well. 3 deep breaths before bed for maximum comfy. Yeah, all about that. Okay. Yeah. So right now, we just decided that I'm gonna write something about things I've learned from meditating. Just like some possible shorts that might happen from here. Some things I can think of from this. Oh, I can't do like build lists off of this, huh? I have to like manually do the list. That's a fine. Maybe, yeah. I was thinking of using like iCloud my iCloud notes or whatever on web, but I'm scared I might accidentally dox myself. So I'm using a notepad here. It's kind of nice having those like formatting though, but we'll see. Things I've learned from meditating. So I think this series can have like multiple different types of stuff, right? Because there's many things I've learned from meditating. It's not just gonna be like one thing, but maybe let's think of like 10 things that I've learned just to like start off, and then I can build off of like one of those. So, things that I learned while meditating. I think you can do like how kindness, like, or is like, kindness is like planting seeds. And just like this idea that everyone has a garden within them. I could talk about I guess like meditation is the one moment where you pull yourself back to yourself. Thanks for the follow, Fudge. Welcome in. Welcome. How are you doing? Meditation is one moment where you pull yourself back to yourself. Or it's more like life is pulling you in multiple directions. And meditation is the one moment where you pull yourself back. Or like how meditation is not about clearing your mind. It's about coming back to your practice. Or maybe it's not really. It's less about clearing your mind, and it's more about coming back to the practice and liberating yourself. You can say like how it's like the middle path. It's like in between. You can do stuff about like acknowledging, noting your thoughts. Or just like, it's more like observing. Building the capacity to observe deeply. Could also be what else? I guess like when you get really deep into it, how like every moment is meditation. It was a lot harder than I thought. What the heck? I think it's been a while since I've like thought about this too deeply about like what I've learned from meditation, or just sort of like organizing all these different thoughts. I guess like mental stories, like reality. Thoughts don't really matter. I guess like being present, important to being present. And then there can be like stuff about like equanimity. What is equanimity? Probably like go into a lot of things about like universal love. Oh, Shila Samadhi Panya. Just like how morality affects your like meditation practice. It's like impermanence too. Impermanence is the truth. We get attached to stuff. Attachment is suffering. Oh, right speech. Right speech would be good. I've talked about that on stream before. I made my little infographic. Oh, okay. There's plenty of ideas. Now we just need to choose one of them from here. Move a little bit there. Rain's great. I love rain too. Sometimes I use rain ambience. Yeah, it's like white noise. Really helpful for sleeping that way. For sure. Maybe we'll do meditate. Okay. I think I'll choose the first one out of these. What's calling me? Maybe the planting seeds. Let's go with kindness as like planting seeds. Everyone's a garden within them. So, studied a little bit. I mean, probably like 5 minutes. But the idea is like you have like a hook in the beginning and then also a hook at the end, because that's the last thing people remember. And so you just like have this sort of like middle stuff that's sort of like happening. But maybe it's something like, what kind of garden do you have within you? Well, like I think I also seem like seeing things. It can be like what kind of garden you have within you, or it's like, are you planting the right seeds? No. It's like you're probably multiplying. You're probably multiplying your suffering, and you don't even realize it. Imagine you have a garden within you. Fruit trees. Imagine you have a garden within you, and it's filled with fruit trees. What kind of trees? What kind of fruits do you think you have? Like long ago, seeds were planted with you and you and your habit patterns. And maybe trauma. Your habit patterns. Habit patterns. Your habit patterns are continuing to water those seeds. You know about the $500 faker RA scan? I saw about it. I don't play League, so I guess I don't really care. People will buy it. If you have money. It's $500 because it's not for you. They're selling to the whales. You're playing a free game, so they gotta monetize another way. Water plants are like continuing to water this. Kindness is like planting seeds. Everyone has a garden. This is like the theme. Okay, theme. You're probably multiplying your suffering and you don't realize it. Imagine you have a garden within you and it's filled with fruit trees. And those fruit trees. Those fruit trees. Long ago. As you go through life, your reactions and habit patterns, and reactions are like watering those seeds. The fruits are your actions. The fruits are your actions. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. I feel like I'm just like regurgitating what like Goenka says from the retreats. I don't like that. I just need to like write down all the ideas and then I can like edit it down. Your habit patterns are continuing through water seeds. Okay. Imagine you have a garden within you that's filled with fruit trees. Those fruit trees came from little seeds planted within you long ago. So go through that. Long ago, seeds were planted within you. There may be trauma or anything forming for you. And those seeds. It's also like, what is the voice of this? I mean, it's not really like kindness is like planting seeds. It's more like you go through life. Go through life building a garden within us, multiplying your suffering. And this is like, makes it kind of spicy. You're probably multiplying your suffering, and you don't even realize it. Imagine you have a garden within you, and it's filled with fruit trees. These fruit trees came from little seeds planted within you long ago. As you go through life, your handpan's reactions are like watering those seeds. And those fruit trees visit. And as fruit falls down, the seeds as fruit falls down, the seeds more seeds get planted, become planted. More seeds are planted. Maybe by you. I don't know if it's like that. It was a lot harder than I thought. My writing muscles. Because this is not a voice I normally write in. When I write for myself, it's very different. I feel like I can talk about it, but why is writing about it so much harder? Imagine a garden with you and it's filled with fruit trees. Those fruit trees came from little seeds planted within you long ago. Consider when calls you a name. Insults you. Your reaction to that is... Your reaction to that is the watering. In order to stop the cycle, oh man, you have to stop the watering. Add seeds. In order to stop the cycle, you just stop watering these bad fruit trees. But how? But how? You must meditate. We must meditate and learn to be aware of ourselves. God, I already hate this script. It's not. It's not. I don't know how to organize it. Okay. I'm gonna like scratch this idea. We're gonna do something else. We'll go to a different one. I don't want to do that one. I think that one's a little more that one's kind of, the metaphor is strong, but I think to simplify it is a little tricky. Clearing your mind and remember yourself. Okay, maybe I'll do this one. This one I think it's a little easier. Okay, I don't wanna see that shit. Okay. Meditation is less about clearing your mind. It's more about. Okay. It's like. It's like. A common excuse people have for is it an excuse? It's not really an excuse. Like, is this you? It's like, is this you? It's like, I can't meditate. I can't meditate because I can't clear my mind. It's like, is this you? I can't meditate because I can't clear my mind. It's like meditation is not. It's a common misconception. That you're a failure at it. It's like, I have news for you. And said, reserve and let go. Too many TikTok audios are playing in my head. I'm not on TikTok. Well, technically I am on TikTok, but I don't consume TikTok. I just post the shorts that I don't make. Then basically that is my experience. Post clip, refuse to elaborate, leave. I didn't even follow anyone. I just made the account and then posted the videos that I've made so far, and then I left. I don't even check the comments. I don't even know how many people like my stuff. I probably haven't even checked it in like 6 months or so. Then Milliman is the act of coming back to that again and again. It's actually that's actually impossible. Okay. Is this you? I can't meditate because I can't clear my mind. A common misconception about meditation is that it's about clearing the mind, and that if you can't do it, you're failing at it. Well, I have news for you. God, I hate this voice of this already. I think part of this exercise is me like learning like what's the right voice to like kind of like talk through this. Meditation is not about movement. That's actually impossible. Instead, it's about learning how to observe and let go. Then, building a meditation practices. Like, it sounds so, like, tutorial. Like, it's not my voice. Like, my voice is much more like warmer and like gentler. This is like not my voice. Can I like strike through format? Can I do strike through in Notepad? Oh, I have to like... Oh, I have to move to a different word thing. Okay. Let's not do that. Okay. How about... look through like my old like tweets or something. I feel like I've written a few things. What if our feelings are like, yes, happy time we're just coming by and visit, some being shorter than others. I hope I would treat them during this day. My question is thinking when we're being fully there for them. The ocean reminds us how all things are impermanent, whether wrong. Yeah, I wanted to like have this sort of like wise feeling. It's like something like Uncle Iroh would say, you know? So it's like fighting a busy mind is a useless battle. Hey Macho, how you doing? Hope you're well. Been a while, yeah? Bo, bo, bo. Bo, bo, bo. It's like 2? Oh, go to bed. That's too late. This blue light that you're from your device isn't helping either. Fighting a busy mind is a useless battle. Is it like fighting or is it like resisting? So like clearing the monkey mind is an impossible battle. You must learn. The journey is to befriend. The journey is to befriend the monkey mind. However, clearing the monkey mind is an impossible battle. Have you ever tried? I feel it's like, yeah, like have you ever tried cutting through water? There's a better like analogy here, but knowledge and befriend the monkey mind, however active it may be. Know that oh, this is challenging. This is so much more challenging than I thought. I feel like the way I write, like I know I can write so much better than this, but like it feels like so forced. Like if I go through like my journal, I'm like, what the heck? I write like beautiful shit. And then like here I'm like, this is like garbage. I mean, it's not garbage, but maybe it's not like that's like not the right voice either. I think this is like too. It's also like too forced. I think there's like a voice that's like gentler than that. Oops. There's a voice that's like gentler than that, but it's like not trying to like pretend it's all like wise. It's like, I hope you come to understand. Like I should be like writing to myself, if that makes sense. Like the audience of this is like they're all like different people. I hope you come to understand. That your mind is a beautiful place. Feel it deeply enough. The treasures you are. The troves. Maybe you can understand that your mind is a beautiful place. If you look deeply enough, in dark or chaotic places, I believe you'll be able to find the troves of treasure. Treasures clearly. In the dark. What is yours? What was that? You may find yourself in. It's just your own perception? I don't know if that's the right thing I want to say. Really beautiful place. You look deeply enough in those dark or chaotic places, I believe I will see the trails of treasures clearly. Hey Mirden, how's it going? Hope you're well. I'm trying to like figure out what is like my voice in these things. I want to start getting into writing and like making some shorts, but I haven't quite figured out like what's the voice that I want to like write this in. It's much harder than I thought it would be. Like all these ideas, and then it's like, I hate my writing. I'm good. Let's see. Inside your mind is a beautiful place. If you look deep enough in this dark, I believe you can see the trails of treasures clearly. You don't really want to sleep because you just got here. So go to sleep. Especially if you do have a headache and you have stuff to do. Good night, Macho. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. This is not an entertaining stream by any means, so you're not missing out. What if it's like sometimes it like feels sometimes if you feel like you can't escape your thoughts. Every moment, I'm just thinking, non-stop. Often. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Stop. And then, that's often, then your reaction the mind then continues. Think more, think more, think more. This is an endless cycle This is an endless cycle of reaction. And I'll be like, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind some reaction. Just learn to acknowledge and doing so allows you to find peace. So next time, when the mind just can't stop thinking, mind. And you take in I know how people do with the shorts, like they make it like loop, like the writing, and so it's like it like repeats itself. It's kind of like the cycle. It'd be really clever though, actually. It'd be like next time. So next. It's like, oh, I take your first step towards liberation. So it's like, the first step of breaking is realizing first step of breaking is like the first step of liberation. So then the first part needs to be like, oh, you feel like feel like you can't ever escape your thoughts? You feel like you can't ever. Do you feel? Well, it's like, do you feel like you ever? First step of real liberation is realizing when do you feel like you can't ever escape your thoughts? That's not really a sentence, is it? The first step of liberation is realizing when do you ever feel like you can't escape your thoughts? Because this is a question. But like I want to like lead in. Maybe I delete that. The first step of liberation is realizing when every moment the mind is always thinking, non-stop. Then your typical reaction, please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind then continues to think more and more and more. This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. You must learn to acknowledge the monkey mind, to befriend the monkey mind. Take a deep breath. This is an endless cycle of a reaction to something we cannot change. You must learn to acknowledge the monkey mind, to befriend the monkey mind. Doing so without judgment allows you to find peace. So next time, when the mind just can't stop thinking, take a deep breath and simply note, the mind is thinking. So you have now walked the path. You now started walking the path towards liberation by realizing every moment the mind is always thinking. Non-stop. Please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop. But the mind is disturbed. The mind is disturbed. And the cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. We must learn to acknowledge the monkey mind, to befriend the monkey mind. Doing so without judgment allows a different peace. So next time when your mind just can't stop thinking, take a deep breath and simply know, oh, the mind is thinking. Yeah. You have now started walking the path towards liberation by realizing every moment the mind is always thinking, non-stop. Then your typical reaction to this might be, please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind is disturbed and then continues to think more and more and more. This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. We must learn to acknowledge. We must learn to acknowledge the true state of the mind. Without judgment, in order this feels like too big brain. I don't know. Like I think it works, but I don't know if people will get it. And your typical reaction to this might be, please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind is now disturbed. This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot inherently change. The mind is thinking. If you observe the mind is thinking without reaction, you have now started walking the path towards liberation. The mind is always thinking. It's like circular, but like that's kind of like the point. Like okay, I'm gonna read it off. Every moment, the mind is always thinking, non-stop. Then your typical reaction to this might be, please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind is now disturbed and then continues to think more and more and more. This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. We must learn to observe the true state of the mind without judgment in order to touch real peace. So next time, when the mind just can't stop thinking, take a deep breath and simply note, the mind is thinking. If you can observe the mind is thinking without reacting, you've now started walking the path towards liberation by realizing every moment the mind is always thinking. Okay. I think it kind of works. Maybe like this is in front in order to touch real peace. Thus, in order to touch real peace, you must learn to observe the true and innocent state of the mind without judgment. Thinking is just, in order to touch real peace, you must learn to observe the true state of the mind without judgment. Thinking is just thinking and nothing more. Do not give importance to your thoughts. By becoming aware, if you can observe the mind as always, oh man, this feels so big-brained. I kind of like it though. I don't think people will get it, but I kind of like it. Okay. It's been an hour and a half just to have one script. I mean, as I do this more, it'll get easier, right? Every moment, the mind is always thinking, non-stop. And your typical reaction to this might be, please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind is now disturbed, and then continues to think more, and even more. This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. In order to touch real peace, you must learn to observe the true state of the mind without judgment. Do not give importance to your reactive thoughts, as they are just merely thoughts. So next time, when the mind just can't stop thinking, take a deep breath and simply note, Ah, the mind is thinking. If you can observe the mind is thinking without reacting, you've now started walking the path towards liberation by becoming aware that. Okay. Might call that a night. A little bit shorter of a stream today, but I think I'm proud of this one. Every moment, the mind is always thinking, nonstop. Then your typical reaction to this might be, please stop thinking, please stop thinking, please stop thinking. But the mind is now disturbed and then continues to think more and more and more. This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. In order to touch real peace, you must learn to observe the true state of the mind without judgment. Do not give importance to your reactive thoughts, as they are just merely thoughts. So next time, when the mind just can't stop thinking, take a deep breath and simply note, the mind is thinking. If you can observe the mind is thinking without reacting, you have now started walking the path towards liberation by becoming aware that every moment the mind is always thinking, nonstop. Maybe it's like just getting This is an endless cycle of reaction to something we cannot change. Thoughts. Maybe it's not, do not give importance to your reactive like giving importance to your reactive thoughts is giving importance to your reactive thoughts is suffering. And that feels too aggressive. Do not give importance to your observe the mind is thinking without reacting. Now it's okay, I think this is cool. I'm proud of this actually. So I will definitely save this. I'll just like make a new script ideas. Things I learned while meditating. And then I'll make a new one. Just call it thank you. No, those ones suck. These ones suck. This sucks. Okay, this one's good. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks too. Okay. All right. I think that's good enough. This is me. This is the script. So maybe I'll record it tomorrow, or maybe just like after this, because like I need to change the canvas of the thing for me to do it properly. I mean, I could use like this one. I'll just like close off chat, like this thing. Just like have me stand in the middle. But I'd rather just like have the cut already ready, just like do it in one record instead of like cutting the actual like VOD. I think that's too much effort. Is there anyone to Radle? Hooray, Tofi. Okay. Tofi's lovely. Okay. Let me just make sure. Oh, she's doing emotes. That's very cute. Okay. Cool. We're rating Tofi music. Actually, does that work? Does that work? What the heck? It didn't like work? Oh, because this is not the actual like chat thing. I got it now. This is annoying. I didn't need to in my chat. Okay. All right. Rating Tofi. Tofi is very lovely. Yeah. Thank you all for spending your time with me. It was chill. This was something a little different than I normally do, but I'm happy with this script. And maybe there might be more. We'll see. Probably during the day, actually. I'll try to do these during the day. I think that'd be pretty neat. I should probably actually have like the button. And if you want to do like the raid message, it's that. May all beings be happy. May all beings be happy. So we send all our good wishes to everyone. All right. Okay. There might be more streams this week. I'm kind of in this like content creation, like motivation mode, or whatever you want to call it. I don't believe in motivation, but like I do feel certainly sort of like inspired, or like I want to kind of like push a little bit, expend a little effort towards that. But all right. Peace. Take care. Bye-bye.